Well, welcome back. Happening tomorrow, Commonwealth Sanctuary in Dayton, Kentucky, hosting Joke Jim, the monthly comedy show. And Mark Shalafou is here with us this morning with more on this show. So you're one of the co-hosts on this, right?
That's right. Yeah, there's 4 co-hosts. It's 4 of the best touring comedians from Cincinnati. So we're kind of there to give the voice to the comedians that are doing the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's brand new people that need help with their jokes. Sometimes it's established touring comics that want to come in and work out something. And so we kind of give them some feedback on that. It's a really cool environment for a show at a cool club.
That's also, this is called the Joke Gym. And so it's always fun to see new comedians kind of starting out, even comedians who are kind of been on the tour for a while, just kind of seeing them work new material. So that's kind of what this night will be about?
Yeah, it's a lot of that. So sometimes if you're in a comedy club and you do a joke that doesn't work, it just bombs.
Right.
And that's all you have. And everyone's sad. At least at this, if a newer comic does a joke that bombs, you have 4 experienced comics that are going to punch that up, throw some laugh lines into it. So the whole crowd gets to see the process, but also enjoy the finished thing too. So
you're critiquing them as they're giving these jokes? Is that kind of how that works?
Yeah, they kind of tell their jokes and then they get some feedback from the experienced comics. I mean, it's not like a judging thing. It's not like in America's Got Talent where we hit a buzzer and humiliate them or anything. It's all like a very collaborative, supportive environment, which is makes it fun.
I would imagine, I mean, you've been in this circuit for years now. I mean, just having that instant feedback, I mean, how much would that help as a comedian, would you say?
As a comic, it helps so much. Like for me, like I can go and I've got just a shred of a piece of a joke. Like I was in Iowa and we had a flat earther come to that show, right? And he had a t-shirt that said Flat Earth on it, but he was so heavy, it looked like he was wearing it ironically, you know? So that's my starting point. I can bring that to Joke Jim, and then the other guys can give me other avenues to take it, other tags to the joke, and kind of round it into a bigger story.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. So overall, what can the audience expect as they're coming out here?
You can expect to have a really good time. The club is a newer club, but it's one of the best spots to see a show in. It's a nice, intimate room, very supportive room, and you're going to see a lot of very funny people and some newer comics, some more established comics, but it's going to be a lot of laughs.
Yeah. So
sure.
What is your process when you're coming up with new material? I know you do a lot of the dad jokes, that type of thing, but I'm sure even with election time, there's a lot of things that you can kind of pull inspiration from, right?
There are. Well, I've always looked at the elections. I don't understand why somebody would wrap their entire identity around one politician when it's way more fun to do that with a sports team. So that was my approach to this election. And then Joe Burrow and the Bengals went south on me unexpectedly. So yeah, it's just kind of tough all around sometimes.
I know, it is a rough time.
You're looking for humor wherever you can at this point.
Well, this is good. So people who want to participate, maybe tell some jokes. Can they come in? How do they do that?
Yeah, so we have, the comics have a bucket. They kind of throw their name in. It's completely random. So you might get people that are just in their first few times on stage. You might see some established veterans. And of course, the 4 people that are giving feedback, they all do sets as well. So you will see some very good touring comics, people that have been on Comedy Central, late night TV shows, all this kind of stuff.
That's going to be exciting.
And it's a cheap ticket.
That's tomorrow. How much are tickets? And where
tickets are $10. You can get them on Commonwealth Sanctuary's website or at the door. You can probably just Google the club. I don't know the website off the top of my head.
That's fine. We'll have it on
people
our
understand how to work the internet, so they'll figure that part out.
Well, it should be a fun time. Well, Mark Shalafou, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Good time.